Okay, students, let's move on, and I'll just explain few things here. Uh, when I consider x bar n, remember n will be a constant, and in a bar x, a will be a constant, and in e bar x, e will be a constant. So what we have here, a variable to the power constant, a constant to the power variable, a constant to the power variable. Now, let me give you something. X to the power x. X is a variable, y is a variable. You cannot apply any of this differentiation formulas what we have studied. And if I suppose get sin x to the power cos x. So once again observe, sin x, cos x, both are functions only. So you cannot apply the formulas what we have studied. Or if I something got x to the power y, x is a variable, y is a variable. None of these formulas can be applied. Then in such case, so what I mean to say is, whenever you get one function to the power one more function to the power function, you cannot start the differentiation directly. So to do the differentiation of such things, I need to take the help of logarithms. First thing I will explain, or I will write down few formulas based on logarithmic differentiation. First thing is, what is going to be log of x to the power y? Log of x to the power y can be written as y log x. I want you to make a list of these formulas what I am going to write now in your classwork before starting the next topic. Got it? So that's one thing, log of x power y. The next thing is log of xy can be written as log x plus log y. And one more is log of x by y can be written as log x minus log y. These are the three formulas which I am going to use repeatedly doing the next set of problems. And apart from this, fourth one, I wanted to make a note of this also. Log of x plus y cannot be written as log x plus log y. You cannot write down log of x plus y as log x plus log y. That's not equal to. Similarly, log of x minus y cannot be written as log x minus log y. The most important two. Student will go wrong in recognizing these two actually. I will let you know what is the applications of these two formulas when solving the problems. So we should remember these formulas when solving the next set of problems. The next topic, we actually call it as logarithmic differentiation. This is our next topic. Remember what we have studied so far: chain rule, inverse trigonometric function, implicit function. 3 are over. This will be the fourth one, logarithmic differentiation, the fourth type of differentiation in second year topic. So how to recognize it's a problem based on logarithmic differentiation? Quite simple. Anytime, whenever you are getting function to the power function, if constant to the power function, we have a formula. If function to the power constant, we have a formula. But there is no direct formula to differentiate anything in the form of function to the power function. How to solve it? Quite simple. Whatever the function is given, let me call it as y. I will apply log on both sides. So apply log on both sides. So the left hand side will be log y, the right hand side will be log of f of x to the power g of x. So just now I just wrote a formula, log of x to the power y can be written as y log x. So the right hand side will become g of x multiplied by log of f of x. Now observe, we have function to the power function. It's been reduced to product of functions now. So this is the advantage of applying the log. Otherwise such kind of problems can never be solved. So once we reach this step, we know actually we will differentiate both sides, keep simplifying till I find the value of dy by dx. So certainly this is an explanation theory part. Let's get into the problems exactly. See, in this topic we directly started with exercise 5.5. I will not do the problems in an order. Okay, and that is because first I want to make sure you learn the concept how to solve the problems, simple problems. Then let's get into the complicated problems. Okay, so I will start with an example of problem number 3. Problem number 3, in this it says that differentiate x to the power sin x with respect to x. So every time whenever you see problem on differentiation, they will say differentiate or find dy by dx. Try to understand, analyze and recognize which method we have to apply or which type of differentiation it's going to be. Implicit, I told you how to recognize. If you are unable to express y equal to f of x, it's simply going to be implicit. Okay, or how inverse is quite simple. Inverse it will be visible actually. Okay, and chain root problems just go through and analyze. And here to differentiate logarithmic differentiation, it's in the form x is a function, y is also a function. So function to the power function is given. Now to do this, let's consider y is equal to x to the power sin x. So what I say is apply log on both sides. So the left hand side will be log y, the right hand side will be log of x to the power sin x. Apply the first formula of log what I have listed just before. Okay, it's in the form log of x to the power y, log of x to the power y. If you want, I will write it just for one. Log of x to the power y is equal to y multiplied by log x. So this will become sin x, okay, multiplied by log x. Log of x power y will be written as y into log x. Now differentiate both sides with respect to x. And students, remember, left hand side is log y. That means it's a function of y. But we are differentiating with respect to x. Differentiation of log x with respect to x is 1 by x. But what is differentiation of log y? 1 by y multiplied by dy by dx. And to differentiate the right side, every time there will be a product rule. So sin x multiplied by log x. So sin x multiplied by differentiation of log x will be 1 by x plus log x multiplied by differentiation of sin x will be cos x. So apply product rule when differentiating sin x multiplied by log x. The rest is differentiation will be over actually most of the times. Okay, right? After differentiating, try to do 1 or 2 steps of simplification. Remember, our final aim is to differentiate. That means I want the value of dy by dx finally. So this y will be shifted to right side always. So dy by dx will be equal to y multiplied by sin x by x plus log x multiplied by cos x. You can just do one more step. Replace the value of y. What is the value of y? X to the power sin x. So after this, just write one more step. So finally, dy by dx equal to the value of y here will be x to the power sin x, open the bracket, the remaining sin x by x plus log x multiplied by cos x. So that's how a problem based on logarithmic differentiation has to be done. Okay students, now let's move to the next one. See, directly I didn't start with the first one. I will tell you why. It involves a lot of working actually. We'll come back to those complicated problems in the later on stages. So after this, in the exercise, I have a third problem. In the exercise part actually, this is from exercise problem number 3. First I will try to explain logarithmic differentiation based on single term. So the problem is given by log x whole to the power cos x. So let's apply log. So after applying log y is equal to log of log x whole to the power cos x. Whatever is there on the right side, for that log has to be applied. Now read it in the form log of x to the power y. So this y will be shifted here. So the next step will be this cos x will become cos x here multiplied by log of log x. Y multiplied by log x. So product rule for the right hand side and differentiation of log y, it's a term of y. So on differentiating log y, we will going to get 1 by y multiplied by dy by dx. Now this will be u, this will be v, apply product rule. So first function cos x multiplied by log of log x. So when you are differentiating this log, this should be taken as x by using chain rule and then differentiate log x. So log of log x will be 1 by log x multiplied by 1 by x. So when I am differentiating this log, this will be taken as x. So log x 1 by x multiplied by differentiation of this log x will be 1 by x plus log of log x multiplied by differentiation of cos x. Differentiation of cos x will be minus sin x. It will be meaningless to write without the bracket. So I suggest you're differentiating and you're getting a minus sign, put the brackets. Okay, now let's simplify it further. This y I will be shifting it to the right side. So dy by dx equal to y multiplied by. So let's write this in the simplest form. Cos x by x multiplied by log x. So plus into minus will be minus sin x multiplied by log x. The last step, replace the value of y every time. Every logarithmic differentiation, don't leave it as y, replace by its value. The value of y will be log x multiplied by cos x. That should be replaced here. Now we have problem number 2. Problem number 2 from the worked example. Problem number 2 is differentiate a power x with respect to x. Actually we have done it, there is nothing to do here. We know differentiation of a power x will be a power x multiplied by log a. But how you got it, if you want, I will still explain it. So I am going to apply log first. Log y is equal to log of a power x. So once again the formula, log of x to the power y. Log of x to the power y will be y into log x. Formula is applied. Now we will differentiate. Differentiation of log y will be 1 by y multiplied by dy by dx. Please do not apply product rule here. Observe, log a is a constant. Constant can be kept as it is, and differentiation of x with respect to x will be 1. So finally dy by dx equal to y, we are shifting to right side every time. So y multiplied by log a. What is the value of y? Y value is nothing but a power x. So here it's going to be a power x multiplied by log. So differentiation of a power x with respect to x will be a power x multiplied by log a. We have derived this formula by using first principle method in the first year PUC. Now the same thing we can do it even by using the logarithmic differentiation also. Okay, so the next one, just try to looking if there are any single term problems, and no, it's not there. So I'm going to start with, in the exercise, first problem, it is given as cos x multiplied by cos 2x multiplied by cos 3x. There are actually two methods for this. One is to apply log. Sir, you will be asking, sir, you said apply log only if you find function to the power function. Yes, correct. So for this one, actually log is not required. We can do it directly also. If you want to do it directly, apply the formula of cos a cos b. So what is cos a cos b? Half of cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b. So a formula of cos a cos b can be applied here. So half of cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b. This formula can be applied. After applying this formula, multiply again, apply the same formula and differentiate. This is one method which is going to take too much of time. So rather than going for this, let's see the advantage of applying the log here. Now if I apply the log, log y is equal to log of cos x cos 2x cos 3x. Now just look at that. I just told you a formula there in the list. Log of xy can be written as log x plus log y. So I'll make use of this formula now. So it's log of 3 we have actually, product of 3. It's okay. The same formula can be extended. So log of this will be log of cos x plus log of cos 2x plus log of cos 3x. Now just observe, product of 3 has been reduced to sum of 3. Sum of 3 is quite easy for us to differentiate it. See, there is one more method. You can directly go for product of 3. Keep two function constant and differentiate. UVW rule. That can also be applied. But the advantage of log, this will give you the answer in the simplest way and very quickly. So let's continue now. So we have log y. So let's differentiate this. Differentiation of log y, 1 by y, dy by dx. Let's go to the right side. Log of cos x, chain rule. First for log, then for cos x. So differentiation of log x is 1 by x. So here it is 1 by cos x. Log is over, minus differentiation of cos x will be sin x, plus log of cos 2x. Same thing once again. Now there are three we have to remove. First for log, then for cos, then for 2x. Here it was x, so it was just only 2 times. That's it. Here 3. So 1 by cos 2x multiplied by differentiation of cos will be minus 2x. That's multiplied by differentiation of 2x will be 2. Similarly, the last one plus 1 by cos 3x multiplied by minus sin 3x multiplied by 3. Differentiation of log 1 by x. So 1 by cos 3x. Differentiation of cos minus sin, and differentiation of 3x will be 3. The rest is simplification. Every time the y term has to be shifted to right side. So on simplifying, dy by dx equal to y multiplied by, so this will be, it's better to write down in the simplest form. Sin x by cos x, sin x by cos x will be tan x, but there is a minus sign, so minus tan x. Now here plus into minus will be minus, so 2, let's write down. Sin 2x by cos 2x will be tan 2x. The last one minus 3 tan 3x. The last step, not to forget, replace the value of y by this. Okay students, let's move to the next problem. So I hope you understood what's the advantage of applying log for this problem. So I explained the 3 methods. You can go for UVW, otherwise go for the formula of cos A cos B, otherwise go for applying log and then differentiating. You will get the answer very easily in this method. Okay, now let's go to the problem number 2 in this. Problem number 2 is given as y is equal to root of x minus 1, x minus 2 by x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5. So once again the same question will be asked. Can we do it directly? Yes. First it's in the form of square root of x, then apply product, then apply quotient rule. Tedious procedure. Instead of that, we know that square root of x can be written as x to the power 1 by 2. So let's rewrite this. Y is equal to x minus 1, x minus 2 by x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5 whole to the power 1 by 2. Root x will be written as whole to the power 1 by 2. So apply log now. So log y is equal to log of, so many things are there, so and just don't do this. I'm a bit lazy, so okay. So the same thing, right? Whatever is there on the right side, I'm going to apply log. Now it's been converted to log of x to the power y. So this y will be in front of the log. So this can be written as half into log of x minus 1, x minus 2 by x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5. Got it? Still it will be simplified. Now look at this. This is in the form of log of a by b or log of x by y. What is log of x by y? Log x minus log y. So this can be written as half, put the bracket, log of numerator x minus 1, x minus 2 minus log of denominator, which is all this. Got it? Now see, first one is I have applied, see in this problem actually all those 3 formulas will be applied from the log thing what I explained. First one is log of x bar y, we applied. Next we have applied log of x by y, and next we will apply log of xy. Look here, log of x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 2 can be written as log y is equal to, but half is a common, so maintain the bracket, log of x minus 1 plus log of x minus 2 with length here. Okay, still we are not at all differentiated. Its simplification is going on. Now you need to observe after that minus log of product of 3 will be there. So, but there is a minus sign before that, right? So minus of log of x minus 3. You will actually get a plus sign after applying the formula of log of xy. But there will be a minus sign outside. So each term should be multiplied by minus. log of x minus 3, log of x minus 4 minus log of x minus 5. And now it's easy for us. See, product, or if it's in the form of quotient, process will be a bit tedious. But once I reduce to sum or difference, the process will be very easy. Now I will differentiate. So 1 by y dy by dx, half is a common, so please maintain the bracket. Log of x minus 1. Differentiation of log x is 1 by x. So 1 by x minus 1. First for log, then for x minus 1. Differentiation of x minus 1 is what? 1 minus 0. So it's just going to be 1. If you want, you can write down, or if you are able to understand, just leave out now. That's it. Differentiation of log of x minus 1. Plus log of x minus 2, 1 by x minus 2 minus 1 by x minus 3 minus 1 by x minus 4 minus 1 by x minus 5. Just look at the differentiation. It is so easy to do just with the help of logarithm. Now y has to be shifted here. So dy by dx equal to y by 2 multiplied by the whole thing whatever there in the right side. So just observe, student, this is how it should be done. Okay, I told you in the beginning itself, can be done by using chain rule directly. First take it in the form of square root of x. Afterwards apply quotient rule. Tedious procedure, skip. Take the help of log, can be done very easily. See, similar to this, I've explained this problem from the exercise second problem, right? And if you notice, in example first problem is similar to this. That I will leave it for assignment. So example first one is for homework. Okay, that you should be writing. So this problem is for assignment, remember, because it's similar to the second problem what I just explained. So I think you can manage. So that I will leave it to you. Now, so in the example part there is fourth problem that I will come back later. But now in exercise problem number 4, they have given it as x to the power x minus 2 to the power sin x. See, such kind of problems will be given in the examination because students, there is a chance that most of the students, they will not be able to understand the procedure, or maybe because of confusion they will just do it in a different format. Now what I said is, now here itself, yeah, you will be wondering, sir, it's in the form of function to the power function, so this is also in the form of function to the power function, let's apply log. So after applying the log, what I am going to get? Log y is equal to log of x power x minus log of 2 power sin x. Most of the students will do this. These kind of problems will be given in the examination intentionally, because they know most of the students will write this step and they will go wrong. So why this is wrong? Quite simple. I told you, you cannot write log of x plus y as log x plus log y. You cannot write it. Similarly, you cannot write log of x minus y as log x minus log y. These two are not possible. But still you have function to the power function, so how to do it? A bit different method. So what I need to do not apply log in the beginning itself. So let's consider u is equal to x power x. This first one I am going to give a name as u, and in the second one let me take it as 2 power sin x. So what happens to this now? So this will become y is equal to u minus v. Now differentiate both sides with respect to x. So this will be dy by dx, and this will be du by dx, and minus dv by dx. Let me take this as equation number 1. This is the procedure what you need to adopt. Okay, see what happens, the evaluator, once this problem is given in an examination, the paper corrector or evaluator, you will not see each and everything. Just like the previous one what I explained, if you apply log directly, then simply you will not 0, you will see nothing else. But if you started calling u and v, let me tell you, most of the time, okay, the evaluator, once you see you have started with this, you will never see anything apart from this. You will never see even the final answer. You will be getting the marks. So the beginning is quite important. Okay. So what my aim is to find du by dx, to find dv by dx. So let's find du by dx now. So how to find du by dx? You have something here. U is equal to x to the power x. For this you apply log on both sides. So if log is applied, log u is equal to log of x power x. So now log of x power x, you apply the first formula what I listed in the beginning of this topic. Log of x to the power y can be written as, so log of x power x will become x multiplied by log x. Now differentiate, log u it is, but you are differentiating with respect to x. Just like log y, what you write, 1 by y multiplied by dy by dx. So what is log u should be 1 by u multiplied by du by dx. For the right side, apply product rule. X, for this I said apply product rule. Got it? X multiplied by differentiation of log x, 1 by x, plus log x multiplied by differentiation of x will be 1. Eliminate here and shift u to right side. So du by dx will be equal to u multiplied by 1 plus log x. What is the value of u? U is given by x power x. Please replace here. So this is the value of du by dx. Now let's consider v, which I have written here. So v is equal to 2 power sin x. Still I will say, if you want to apply log and differentiate, but recognize it's not in the form of function to the power function. Applying log is also okay. Without applying log also this can be done, because 2 is not a function, 2 is a constant to the power function. So let me just write the differentiation directly instead of going for log. Still I suggest, if you want, apply log. So let's consider differentiation. So differentiation will be dv by dx, and what is this? A power x. Differentiation of a power x multiplied by log a. Differentiation of a power x is over. So what is differentiation of sin x? Differentiation of sin x will be cos x. So this is dv by dx. You have du by dx here. You have dv by dx. Substitute them back in equation number 1. That is conclusion part. That will carry 1 mark. Remember, all these things. Forget all these things. The final answer will give you 1 mark. So finally I will replace it here. So it says du by dx, which I have written here. So what's the value of u? Now u will be given by x to the power x multiplied by 1 plus log x. That is du by dx, minus dv by dx is this 2 power sin x multiplied by log 2 multiplied by cos x. And that's the final answer. Students, once again I am going to tell you, in logarithmic differentiation, such kind of problems are given with an intention, because the paper setter knows actually most of the students will go wrong in recognizing a log should not be applied directly in the first step itself. So take it separately, call one as u, one as v, take it separately, then construct the equation for dy by dx as du by dx minus dv by dx. Take u, apply log, find du by dx, take v, if it is possible, if you want, apply log, otherwise directly differentiate and find dv by dx. Afterwards substitute back in equation number 1. So this is actually the important problem. These kinds of problems are going to be important under logarithmic differentiation. And now I said in the beginning, randomly I will be selecting the problems because of if I started with example 1 directly, maybe you would have said it's difficult, so let us not do it. That's why I started with single term, few problems. Then I started with square root. Okay, now I am coming to these kinds of problems. Fine. Okay, now in example 4th problem is find dy by dx for y to the power x plus x to the power y plus x to the power x is equal to a to the power b. Once again, there are chances that student will go, oh, they will say, yeah, I understood now, this is a function, this is also a function, or variable to the power variable, apply log. That's wrong. You have a plus sign in between them. Now if single term started, but if there is sum or difference of such kind of functions, do not apply differentiation directly. So how this should be done? First thing, give a name for these three. So let's call u is equal to y power x, v is equal to x power y, u, v, w. Let me call w as x power x. So what happens to this now? So this will become what? U plus v plus w is equal to a power b. differentiate this with respect to x. So this will be du by dx plus this will be dv by dx plus dw by dx is equal to, remember it's a constant, a is a constant, b is a constant, constant to the power constant, still a constant, and differentiation will be 0. Call this as equation number 1. So what you need to do, take u, apply log, differentiate, find du by dx, take v, apply log, find dv by dx, take w, apply log, differentiate, find dw by dx. After finding all of them, substitute in this and keep simplifying till you find dy by dx. It's a bit lengthier one, so I explain what to do. Please try out. If not, I will let you know in the later on stages how to solve this one exactly. Repeatedly telling you, the board is very small. I cannot solve lengthier problems. I cannot write too much of theory. If the problems are too lengthy, I will give you a hint. Please give a try. If not, you people can contact us. Okay. So we're done with all the 4 worked examples, and in the exercise problem number 1, 2, 3, 4 is over, and now let's go to problem number 5. So problem number 5 is y is equal to x plus 3 the whole square multiplied by x plus 4 the whole cube multiplied by x plus 5 whole to the power 4. Now how to solve it? If I apply log, there will be product of 3. I will start with that. Remember, just look here. I don't have a plus, I don't have a minus sign. Product. If product is there, yes, apply log directly. So this will become log y is equal to log of the whole thing, the right hand side. And now that becomes log of 3, log of x, y, z. Log of x, y, z can be written as log of x plus 3 the whole square. Students, please don't leave the blank like this now. So I am lazy, I am not writing the whole thing here. Okay, so please write the whole thing and then continue. So it will be log of x, y, z. So plus log of x plus 4 the whole cube plus log of x plus 5 whole power 4. And now see, first thing is you apply the formula of log of xy. Now apply the formula of log of x to the power y, log of x to the power y. That formula should be applied. So this will become 2 multiplied by log of x plus 3 plus 3 multiplied by log of x plus 4 plus 4 multiplied by log of x plus 5.